Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where in the last episode just got a very nice rocket setup going. So we are finally producing 3k or at least 2k space science per minute. As you can see, we are lacking quite a bit of low density structures, pretty much because of our copper. So in today's episode, we will work on getting labs up and running. We have every science now. That means that we very much need to work on getting mining productivity up and running, so we can finally get more throughput on the mining sites we have at the moment, as that is an input issue we're having. So I think that's a good idea. Do remember to leave a like on the video, and if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. And thank you to all my Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers as well. They mean a lot to me. So I've done a bit of math in between episodes and tried to figure out how many labs do we actually need to consume 2k science per minute. And the math I came up with is just shy of 122 labs, each with the 8 beacons, speed beacons touching them and filled with Mark III modules. So in today's episode, let's see if we can fit it inside one of these grids and make a good design for it. So the design I want to do is, firstly, we'll need to use 7 out of the 8 inputs. That means we will have half belts going into the labs, pretty much 4 lines going in. So the design I want to try and do, let's go north to south, as that is what we've done with every other build. Pretty much figure out how can we fill this up with all the sciences. Firstly, let's get our beacons down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do the other one a bit closer to save a bit of room, and I'll show you why in just a sec. And then we need to figure out how can we get our labs fit in nicely with the throughput. So what I want to do is get undergrounds. I had thought about doing a build like this, but now that I'm looking at it again, is it possible to do something like that? It is possible to do something like that. Because then we can grab them like this. And let's just check if this actually lines up as needed, so it doesn't misalign things. We didn't take you here. Ooh, that starts to misalign. So we can't do that in terms of the beacons. So we'll go with the original plan of pretty much just doing this. Then jumping it to the next one. Just like that. Having something like this as our setup for science. Not sure if there's a better way to do it, but let's try to do it like this, and then you guys can comment if something could be better. Yeah, I don't want them to grab from one going down the next one. I want them to grab directly from the belts. This will give us 6 out of our 7 sciences. In theory, we could just do it with only or without military. But I want to make one that also fits in the military. So let's try and do that. Then we can try and design one without later. Pretty much the one without is just moving these in. And saving us 2 spots in terms of how much space they take. So to fit in military, we'll just do something like this. And having it in and out. And pretty much just taking one, adding military to each of these, just to get the research going. We could also just do one line with military, but I want to make one where if we had biases, we also had an ability to do artillery shell range as well. So what if we have a setup like this? I think that looks pretty decent. It's modular. We can expand it down. It will always fit on top of each other. And then all we need to do is add in a bit of power. And we'll probably just do it with these. I think that'll look good, giving us the power we need. And then see how many of these we can fit inside the grid. If you want to do with 8 on each of them, we'll have to cut it short right here and have a bit of room left over. But let's try and plan this out and see how many we can actually fit in. Firstly, let's just take this and add it into the corner. We probably need to make a bit of room for the scientists to go in. At least the ones from the side, because we can get the top ones at the top. But we want to have the others as well. So what if we just started here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be good. And let's see how many can fit in next to each other. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So you can fit in 10 and then probably shift it a bit to the right so it actually lines up nicely. So that is 10 rows. It means we can have this one right below here and it should be lined up in the middle. So if we do you and take you just about here. What I then want to do is try and see how far can we actually get this down in terms of size. So let's just get some of these removed. Get all of you out, that's already placed. And let's see how many you can fit down the line. Because with 10 rows, we want to get to 122. We'll need about 12. If we do 13 each row, we'll consume a bit more than 2k science per minute. But that might be good. So if we have 3, 6, 9, 12. That gives us 120. So if we just do one more in each of these, I think we'll have enough of what we need. So right here. Taking that away. That looks pretty decent. We can in theory move it down a small amount. Let's see here, we have 13. 13 times 10, 130. That is good enough for me. So now that we have this, in theory just need to copy it over and get all the sciences in. Some of these we might change the direction of depending on where they go in. And then we'll have to do a 4 to 10 split and see how we get the builds in. That might actually be the hardest part. Can you please go where we at? Please go to here. As I might want to leave one of these empty on the side and just get things in here. Let's add in the 4 unloading stations. There we are. So we'll have, if we do it like that, and like that, and we'll take this. So that's 2, 4, 6, and then just need number 7 up here. Seven. That is all of our science going in. Oh, let's remember to put in the modules as well before we expand this out too much. Yeah. Let's get all the speed beacons in. Or speed modules. We have enough on us. Might be missing a few. Let's dismantle you 4 and add you in. So that is all of that. This is all the beacons, all the modules, and we have this going in. Luckily there's no output, so that makes it a bit easier to manage. That's correct, that's correct. Good, and we can in theory skip that. Well, let's leave it for now to know how things go in. So now for the interesting part is how do we merge 4 belts into 10. That's going to be a bit of spaghetti, is what I am currently thinking. We could in theory do it with bots, adding it onto each belt, just going from here, as this will be the only place we have science. But I think we should try and do it with belts. So if we do we have any kind of, I think 8 might be the highest. But then again, if you do 4 to 5, then get 2 in each of them, then you should be able to get 10 out at least. We do that, then we have to add in 2 of these. Ooh, that's gonna take a lot of room. We don't have a 2 to 5 either. We have a 2 to 4. We could also just do it making a main boss kind and just splitting them in wherever needed and sending them down. That would probably be easier. So we'll need the lines. This will consume 2k science per minute. That means each belt will actually not consume that much as it stands. Well, for example, well, to be honest, we actually only need 1 belt from each of these, as each blue belt outputs 2.7k. So yeah, just 1 belt from each of these would actually be fine. That makes it way easier. So 1, 2, 3, 3 from here. So we can have military or space in one of these and then merge the other together, and then we'll have the other one at the top. We'll do 1, 2, 3 from the bottom, and we'll do 4 from the top. So let's just get you built. Let's take all of that. Now we have to fix the inputs first. So 1, 2, 3 from the bottom. 1, 2, and we have 2 going the other way. Yes, let's do this. You'll go up instead. And up that way in. We could, in theory... No, we'll do this. I think it'll be fine. I was thinking about just splitting one of these to go to each place. But then, since we're going on a half belt, we can't merge them together, then we're not consuming enough. We do need 2 belts. So let's try this. Down here, we'll get the 3 belts in. Oh, did I just... I think we'll have to take 4 from the bottom. Otherwise that won't line up. I might have flipped the wrong one. Or we just take a mixed out here. But I kind of want just 1 on this side. And also just get 4 down here. We'll distract the 2 from the sides and these 2. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3 from up here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So let's get our sciences in. We'll have the 1 flowing here. Making a nice little main boss kind of build. We have 1. Should get a bit of space in between. 2, 3. Couldn't theory do that. Or just leave it at 1 space in between to make it easier to manage. So if we have you, then you'll have to merge together like that. And you can jump from here to... You can jump down here. So we have 1, 2. And then you... Oh, that's actually quite easy to set up. Will be number 3 going here. And number 4... Theory somewhere around here maybe. So that will mean we'll have to do split jump, That seems fine. Then we'll do split jump and split jump. How about something like that? With, let's just get this part over here to make it modular. A dual jump from here to there. Here to here. And let's just do this to make it look the same. Then we'll take this little setup and line you up here. And in theory, just jump you one further. So you go in here. Wouldn't that work? That's going to give us half a belt. That's going to give us half a belt. If you just take you and add you on one further over. Right there. That hooks up very nicely. And I can't see any flaws in this plan. At least not at the moment. Might want to move these over one. So only have a second one. If you want to save up bits on this part, I'm not too worried about that. So one goes both ways. The other one goes both ways. Goes both ways. And goes both ways. Yeah, let's try and keep this. Looks pretty nice. Can we then just do this as a test? Let's not take too much. We just need the forward screen over there, and that's actually fine to make it easy to set up. There we are. Okay, this is looking pretty insane. There we are. Going this way. And you will go in here. You're going right there. You go in here and you will go in like that. That should be all 4 signs at the bottom hooked up. They will flow through up for these to the top. Then we'll have some from the top going the other way down. Yes. If we do that, then we'll give power to everything we need still, right? Okay. Let's hook up the top then. Can we... we can probably take this one and just shift it over. So if I take that, go up top, press G. Ooh, that goes directly through the rubber port, so can we get enough room for it? It was close as that one. I should have thought about that, but that's fine. We can easily fix that. So 1, 2, 3, you'll go from the other side. So you'll have, let's just take this top one. You can start over here instead. We'll have 1. That'll be the one going from down here. Oh, did I misalign something there? Yes, I did. Deconstruct that. 10. Good, so now we need 3 belts going in up here. So we'll have 1, 2, and 3. And we have these filled, so we need to just fill these 2. This one will be a mixed belt. You'll go probably right here, being split, split. Go down here, and this one will just go into this one. And in theory, you don't even need to do it half built. We'll do it just to make it look decent. So you'll go here and down and a half built. Because then we don't have too much stored up here. Then let's take you over one more to right here. Let's get the undergrounds fixed. That's one. That's two. And then you'll go at the top. Didn't I get all of you with me? Oh, I haven't copied that yet. There we are. That is not needed. Merge this in. Merge this in. You go down that way and merge in. And you jump at the top. There we are. Oh, did I? What if I misaligned here? Why is... Do I just keep placing it wrong? Would you please stop doing that? Oh. I just placed this crooked. All of it. Let's just take you away for a second so we can actually line this up correctly. Oh, all of it is placed crooked. Okay, fair enough. Let's take you at the bottom because you should be lined up correctly. Oh, it's fine like this. How did that happen? There we are. Means you have to shift this one to the right. Yes, we'll just shift you one over. You please go to here instead. And like that, and you'll go in. And the top one is still fine. You'll go here and you'll go there. That seems pretty decent. And we then take you, which should be correct now. Place it directly on top of here. Okay, that looks better. Way better. So now we just need to fill all of it in. 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. One. We have number 2 and number 3 from up here. 1. We can very just go straight across and up. There we are. This is a lot of belts. So you'll go in here and you'll just go into the next one. No. Let's not do that incorrectly. That would be bad. You'll go in here. And you'll go in there. That goes top, that goes to the next one. This goes down. And I think this is the design we're going to go with. Can we then take you? Pretty much just paste you down on top. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we might have removed that one rubber port though. That's fine, you can go away. Don't think that's going to do very much in terms of things. No, that's fine. Do that to make sure. And this might be wasted, this thing up here, but I'll just leave it for now as it looks pretty good. But in theory you can skip that. I'll leave it in case people want to make even bigger ones. They can just make this modularly expand out. That is the goal. So that should be all of the inputs sorted. Let's expand this out all the way to the side. I mean, they'll take you and just say let's spend a ton of resources. Here, here. Ooh, this is turning into a rather big build. There and there. Good, so that is all of our science sorted. Oh, wait. Too many power poles. We have double ones here. That is not good, so let's just quickly solve that and make it look a bit prettier. Please take you, remove all of those. There we are, and please take all of those away. There we are. Then I'll place in some new ones. A bit better. That gives power to everything. Yes. And you will have to... Well, that fits in right there. Perfect. Here and here and... Then we need the last one about there. That is maximum range. It's all of them, and then we'll do that every second one. To not waste too many power poles. That means we'll need one there. Let's take these to get it correct. You seem good. We're missing one down here though. Let's get you in correctly there. Let's try that one more time. And you line up. So we'll use these at the bottom to measure it out. Why do they line up? Oh, it's because it's the outside one. Okay, good, 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 good. That should be fine. Can we then get you to line up as needed? And there. 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 And there. There we are. Now we just need all of this built, and we have a very, very nice science setup. So while the robots are going crazy, trying to build this, let's start to set up what we need down here. So let's take them from end. See, these two go together on that one. So we'll do red and green on these two. Red signs. Less than 8k. I think that's fine. That's 4 minutes. We can easily deliver on that. Over here we'll do green. That's red and green on one mix belt. That's gonna look good. Then the next two that goes together, let's get military and chem together. Yeah, military and chem plants together will be what we'll do here. So military and chem. And then at the top, the outside one, I think, is this the outside one? That is the outside one, so let's make you space science by yourself. So you'll be space. And let's see here. Then you two can be the other together. Meaning our production and utility. So production and utility. Okay, so that should be all of our science hooked up. That means as soon as all of this is built, we should be able to get things going. We are using quite a bit of beacons. Missing underground, so that's always fun. And I don't want to start this until we have everything we need, so I'll just pause the video for a sec, get the robots to build the rest, and then I'll be right back. So the robots just got done building it, and we are finally at the point where we can start to add in the trains and get science flowing. I did notice that I overbuilt it a small amount. We have room for 143, so that's going to consume 2.3k instead. But it's fine, it fits very nicely inside this grid, so I'll leave it as this, because it looks rather beautiful. So time to hook it all up. Firstly, we need to get the science up and running, and we don't have any... any trains running yet, so we'll set those up after we have hooked in everything here. So red science unloading. Let's go change the rest of these. Green science unloading. I think half of them is with the color and half of them is with the what's it called, the name. Let's see here. Military. Gray science unloading. How could you find as military? It's because of that thing. It might be because of that. Unloading. Oh, it's gonna be so good when we activate all of this. Chem science unloading. It's all set to 8k. Each train we'll have running will deliver about 16k at a time, because that is about 8 minutes of runtime at full speed, so we'll keep it at that. I think that'll be fine. Let's just double check everything is looking good. Base and production. Unloading. And then the last one here. Almost done. And then we just need to add in all of the trains. Oh, did we never set up the unloading for the, or the loading for these? Let's just check. Somewhere over here. Here it is. Ah, okay. Yellow size loading. Good, because then we have that one. That is also set to something we can work with. And this one will be unloading. Yellow science unloading. So as each of the science stacks to 2k, that is rather important to know. And let's get you over there instead. That means that for most of the trains, we don't have to worry too much about how the design is. But for space science, we have to do it a bit differently, because we will need to limit our inputs. So I kind of want to do that and just have one here as a blueprint one for all of the sciences. So depot. Let's get both of the depots. Then we'll get yeah, fine with both the depots at the default. Inactivity, inactivity. So that is the default we'll use. So firstly, let's set up, let's take space science first, as that is the one we have to change. Space pack unloading and loading. Loading goes up here, and we will limit you to, if each of them stacks 2, we want to have 4 open in each wagon, because that will give us 16,000 going in, as we'll do with all the trains to make them run at a somewhat decent pace. Full cargo, empty cargo. Oh wait, oh. No. Full cargo. So it goes to depot, fills with fuel, goes to loading, full, goes to inactivity, and then goes to empty it. That seems pretty good. So that means now we can send you on your merry way to get fueled at the depot. In theory, we could probably just do just pressing set and send you on your merry way. Let's then hook in the next train. 1, 2. And start from the end. Red signs loading. Red signs unloading. So full until empty. Full, empty, 2000. That's 8000 in each wagon. Oh, wait. We have to limit these as well. Otherwise, we won't be moving. We are. Oh, it's 16,000 per wagon. Oh, it is correct. Yeah, it is. I don't know, my brain was messing up. So yeah, this will move 16,000 as well now. With a full wagon, 200 each, that's 2,000, 2, 4, 6, 8. Perfect. 2, 3, 4. Should be fine. You can go to the depot. Loading, unloading. We'll soon see things start to flow in up here. Let's just check on this one. Filling up its little wagon. Up to 16,000. Couldn't very just take a copy paste of this and let the train bots do it. I'll do that the next time. So green signs unloading and loading. Full and empty. That seems good. And you can get a bit of fuel. And you can go to the depot. Seems fine. Let's give this 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just copy you. Please go here. And you'll get military signs unloading. And military signs loading. Full and empty. And go. We probably never saved that. Oh well. We'd go without that then and make it easier. Didn't we have a train? Oh, we have both of them here. Let's do that. That's easier to manage. Chemical science. Loading and unloading. Well, it's gonna be so... Oh, look, there goes the space science. Okay, so things are flowing. Things are flowing very, very nicely. And let's see... There. Full empty. I'm doing this so you guys can correct me when I make a mistake. Which most certainly will happen. It's one of my greatest things. Yeah. Then we just need 2 more trains. Production science, loading and unloading. Oh, look at that. All the sciences are flowing in. And you can go as well. Wait, oh. Full empty. That seems perfect. That goes our green science. And then we have the last one. And then everything should be up and running. Let's take that part. You can just go there. That'll be utility is the last one we need. Loading and unloading. Full and empty. Chem is loading to right, meaning that that is working. And you are the last one we have to send away. Full, empty, inactivity, inactivity. Go. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Is things flowing in? Okay, that has also some red signs. Ooh, look at that. That is flowing down. It's overflowing as it's supposed to do. As soon as it's filled up. Here goes all the green. Here goes the military. Space is on the outside from up here. Oh, look at that, guys. We have science flowing. Finally. Oh, it's so good. And look at it. It looks beautiful. Oh, there goes the military. Each side overflow. Oh, there goes chem. Oh, this is gonna strain our base, isn't it? I'm guessing production is shooting up soon. It'll slowly start to produce more and more as needed. Look at that. Look at all the colors. Where are the last two? Because as soon as they're filled, let's try and just do a bit of science as something to end this episode on when it's all full. Hopefully the rest... Ooh. That's not what we need. Ooh, there goes the production one. Good, then we just need the utility, and that's filling up with fuel at the moment. Oh, look at that. Beautiful purple. And it seems everything is hooked up correctly. Backing up. I love things like this. Just watching things come together. Getting all the science flowing down through our beautiful design. Come on, utility. You are the last one we need to flow in to make this build complete. That it? No. It's probably still filling as you. Okay. So let's see where you're at in the world. There you go. Heading to unloading. So there we go, guys. The last science we need to get into this to complete the rainbow. And I actually like the way we did this. It looks pretty cool that we have different colors merging together. Then as soon as these turns on start to produce light as well. There we are. So what it looks like right now is that everything actually works. First try. And as soon as we get below 8T, or what's called 8K, it'll send another train. And we always have one standing by in the depot. That. Look at that. Love how it just grabbed 12 of just some of them, but not all of them. Guessing that depends on the throughput. So there we are. Purple science flowing in. So we'll have to figure out what science we should do first when we want to activate this. We probably just want to get all of these easier ones done just to see the speed. So what are your predictions? How fast are we gonna do Power Mark II and the Spidertron? Well, the Spidertron we can kind of figure out maybe, but I'll let you comment down below, then see if we can do something in terms of speed. We just need to get the rest of the utility flown in, or filled in at least. It will take, I'm guessing, about a minute to fill in all of this, since this moves 2.7k per minute. This consumes about 2.3, so that means one belt going continuously should fill up all of this in about a minute. Unless there is more than 2.7k stacked up here, which there probably is. We seriously have about 8k stored in these, so it takes about 3 minutes to fill it up. That's flowing down. All the sciences. Wow, when we activate this. Okay. Here goes the last two. Almost filled up. Oh, that's backed up. Then this is backed up. That means now we are ready to activate all of this. So let's stand here in the middle and see it in action. So as I said, let's try power armor. Oh, we can't do power armor yet. We need to do some prerequisites. Let's do horseable fusion reactor. 200 science. Let's see. Done. Let's queue up a few things then. Let's get... what should we get? Let's get you. That one, that one. What is needed for power armor? Military one. That requires here. Let's get you. Let's get the power armor. And let's just get that one as well. And let's see. Oh, it is so good. And there goes the power armor. Ooh, what is that gonna take? 10 seconds? Okay, let's just get all of the infinite research done. I want to get down to the Spidertron as well. Rocketry, Spidertron. That should take about a minute, probably a bit less since it's only a 30-second craft time. God, I love our base. Here goes the Spidertron. A bit slower, but it should take about 30 seconds to get the Spidertron done. And our trains are slowly but surely delivering in more as needed. Our base is probably gonna struggle a bit with the power. As you can see, it is pretty much shooting up right now as the rest of the base behind us starts to activate. Ooh, I am seeing one thing that's... That should be fine. Oh wait, we are consuming it faster than it can fill it up at the moment. We are still consuming 2.7k. But because we have a backlog in these, if we run continuously, all of it will fill up. But there is some. Nukes can wait. But yeah. Let's get the first mining productivity done. And I think we'll end it on a mining productivity. As you can see, this is filling in very nicely. And we should have it faster than all of this can consume. All of it is running continuously, and then at one point it'll just kind of grab 7 all of it all at the same time and get the rest. But look at this. It is so good, and we're finally getting mining productivity, so we can finally get some more throughput on the copper, iron and such. So our base can actually also output enough ore, raw ore, to fuel all of our machines. In the next couple of episodes we'll probably start to expand out the production capabilities, because the science is set up for 2k science per minute, but some of the underlying research, for example production of iron, copper and such, is not yet set up for producing the 100 or more k per minute that is needed. So that will be something we'll work towards going forward. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully if you made it to here and saw all of it, that you'll consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing this with your friends. That will probably be one of the most important things you can do. So hopefully you'll share it to Reddit, Facebook, Instagram. Can you do that? Anywhere you think people are at. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.